Kofa taught me.
The worst part about the Salem witch trials is they didn't get rid of all the witches. We're still being terrorized by these daughters of Satan today. But today, instead of blaming demons for their evil actions, women blame their hormones. Women used to sacrifice children to keep from losing crops. Now they sacrifice their children to keep from losing themselves. Now, instead of casting spells to destroy the community, they're ruining the country with the way they vote. Some of these women today are so evil that if they sold their soul to Satan, it would actually improve their behavior. I know what you're thinking. Weren't the Salem witch trials a little extreme? Not if you think of witches as just a clump of cells. Flex on these daughters of Satan with Alan Adams comedy merch.
Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. Wake your ugly ass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Tuesday. I know I've been out of pocket a minute. Got real life. You know how I do. I'm consistently inconsistent.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
But I'm still here. We're still getting it in. Happy Tuesday. Today is August 25th, 2026. The time is now 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, I'm your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa, easy to say, easy to spell. Again, this is G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, where GROW stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing, and this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. We are going to go ahead and get the general housekeeping out of the way. You see the Cash App, you see the PayPal on the screen. You've been in these YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use super chats, super stickers. If somebody could please go over to the Rumble and see if we're streaming live on Rumble. I tried to set it up. Salute to Quiet Storm. Bro, I've been working on the background. Salute to BT. He helped me try to set it up. So we were good yesterday. Should be good today. But go ahead and donate if you want to. If you don't want to donate monetarily, I understand. But what you will do is hit the like button. The like button is free. Take your shoes off when you come in my house.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
And with that said, we're going to go ahead and hit y'all with Randy.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful art. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
bring it back on me. Thank you all for being in here. Let's go ahead and get the super chats. I mean, not the super chats, but just the shout outs out the way. Sister Almanize in the building. She says, hey y'all, what is going on, sis? Let me see where, there we go.
You go, girl!
Thank you for being in here as always. She said, this is going to be good. It is. We're going to keep it short, sweet, but I'm going to hit you in the gut with it. Cases and Cams in the building. What's going on, good brother? Salute to you. He says, what's up, y'all? Brother Malika in the building. He says, peace, Kofa, and the chat. Salute to everybody. EJ in the building. Salute to you, good brother. Appreciate you being in here as always. Again, let me see if we should be up and running on, yeah, we are up and running on Rumble. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the chat real quick. Let me bring it back over to here. If somebody could check this link for me and see if it's up before we get going. I really want to make sure we're live on Rumble because I'm not going to pivot off of YouTube, but just a general back alley conversation I've been having with other creators, especially in the manosphere, black manosphere specifically space. A lot of us are being shadow banned. I know I have lost, I know I've been out of pocket again, like I said, like 2 weeks, but I have lost like 20 subs. We was on that push to 10,000. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, have the conversation offline, share the channel. Like I always talk about offline, when these cameras and these microphones go off, that's when the real conversation and the real work starts. So make sure you do that for me. Share the channel. I lost like 20 subs. It's okay. We're still on the march to 10,000. I'm not going to let it slow me down. I'm not going to let it stop me. Let me see if anybody has been able to do everybody speaking. I love that. But somebody, please just copy that link that I just dropped in the chat. We should be live over on Rumble. I can see it. I just want to make sure that you guys can see it, that it's not just sitting there. It says I'm live. So we should be good. So why has Kofa been out of pocket? Doing real work. Like I say, I always preach about brothers starting to iron sharpening iron, brothers helping each other, getting better, getting to your studies, finding your niche in life, whatever your passion is, try to monetize it in real life, outside of the camera, outside of the microphone, off of social media. Put your cell phones down, like BT has been preaching about for the longest. I had to step away for a second to refocus on my cloud work, because I'm in a season. A lot of my friends are going through the same changes at the same time. Maybe it's a midlife crisis. I don't know. I'm pushing 45 in a couple of months, but it's time for a change. Be it the job, been putting in the work, still going through trying to get custody of my son. Y'all been riding with me for 2 years. So with that said, I had to take some time to really reflect on this Lindsay Clancy. This is a I told you so moment. Uh-oh, bring it back over here. This is a I told you so moment.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I know Michonne has covered it. Salute to her. I know a lot of other content creators have covered it. Salute to them. So I got to throw my name in the hat. I'm glad I took the break when I did, because this was a very emotional thing for me. I've made a lot of posts about this. I've shared a lot of posts about Lindsay Clancy offing her kids, and this treasure trove of feminists have come out the woodwork. Salute, BT. Has come out the woodwork in support of a murderer. If you're new to the channel, we use real words, big boy, big girl words over here on this channel. I'm not going to say delete. She murdered her children. I'm not going to dive all into the case. We're going to hit some of the finer points. But again, this is an I told you so moment. Not just for Kofa, not just for black men, but men, period, in America. We told you we were coming to this. I remember when there was a push for gay marriage, which I don't have a problem with. If y'all want to be as miserable as everybody else that I know is fucking married, you go right the fuck ahead.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Give or take a handful, like brother BT and Mama Lex. I know they're happily married. I tease them all the time. Don't bring your ass back in these streets. Y'all better figure that shit out. But when there was a push for gay marriage, it was another thing. Okay, next they're going to start introducing this stuff in school. Everybody laughed, told men we were fucking crazy. What happened? You start finding basically pornographic books describing sex acts between the same sexes in elementary schools. They have brought in the drag queens. We've seen that. This is why I always end with, you matter, you're not crazy, gentlemen. You know what's in front of you. You feel like you're living in the Twilight Zone. You feel like you're living in the Matrix. This shit can't be real. I can't believe it. I know I've sent BT a couple of clips and he be like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. And he's been holding on to hope for the longest. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, is this bad? It's not just social media. Me and him kind of go back and forth and have a slight difference of opinion, but I can see his point. I can see my point. I believe social media has amplified what is already out there. It's already happening in real life. It's just amplifying it. And if not for social media, like a Lindsay Clancy case, if not for social media, no one would hear about this. This is a regular ass white woman in wherever the fuck America. I clicked on one Lindsay Clancy clip on Instagram. Down comes the timeline. One woman slit 3 of her children's throats. One of them survived. Another one, this lady poured hot wax over herself and over the kids and lit a fire. the 6-year-old had to put the fire out in the kitchen. These women have been going crazy, and I'm gonna give y'all some more pushback. You know what? I'm gonna save that one. BT, let me go ahead and get your super chat. I appreciate you being in here, good brother. With the $6.44. Broken Tradition clip says, "This is my other channel. I still need my drop whenever." I got you, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me see if I can give you that. Where we at? There we go.
I'ma just bless her. I chew. Baby girl, you with the winners. How could you lose? Like her too. Many different flavors. How can I choose?
You running in the wrong direction, ma.
On me, it never gets old. Salute to BT. Appreciate that, good brother. Y'all make sure, go ahead and drop that link in the chat as well, BT. Go ahead and drop the link to the new channel in the chat. Let me see. Brother Malika says, Kofa, man working on his goals and ambitious is a man on his purpose, discipline, and focus. Salute to you, good brother.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
I don't expect a lot of attendance tonight. BT, if you could, I know you got the link to my channel. Can you slide over to Rumble and make sure we're live over there? Because I did work to get that up. It was giving me issues right before I got on, but I think I'm good now. If you could double check for me, because I know we were working on it yesterday. Brother Malika back in the comments. He says, feminism equals white female demonic cult ideology wrapped in delusions and insecurities. We're going to put an asterisk next to white female, because I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. With that said, let's go ahead and get to some of the videos I got for the night. So the first thing I want to do, actually, I want to share my Instagram. Because I know people are like, Kofa, where do you be finding these videos? Ain't no way this shit is real. That sounds crazy. So with that said, let's go over here and share the screen real quick. Bam. You see me down here. I'm going to slide over a little bit. It is ridiculous. Hold on. Private. Okay, boom. I guess I'll do that. We've seen that video from Sean with the little girls just cussing up. So you know what? We are going to start there. Because everybody told in the black community, we were talking about single mothers raising these kids to be ratchet, do what the fuck they want, say what the fuck they want, all this attitude, especially our daughters. And people told black men to shut the fuck up. This is where we're at because of that.
What'd you say?
Don't fuck with me.
Oh, shit. Hey, y'all, what is Gibby?
4th grade.
What grade you going to?
4th grade.
Okay, 5. Ooh. Ooh, tell
You
them
know
this
you
shit
can't play with
stamp.
us.
Stamper.
You can make.
Ooh, what
Listen.
the fuck? Oh. Ooh. Y'all so pretty. Who y'all mama?
Man.
Walk. Attitude. Ooh. Walk off. Ooh, attitude.
I don't know this woman, so I'm going to speak on women that I know of that are like her. And don't get it confused, they're not in my circle because I wouldn't allow their wretched asses to be. I say this all the time. There's a difference between black folks. These, I can't stand. Have a deep disdain for them. Wish I could sterilize them so they wouldn't procreate. Some of y'all got children out here, you need to be taking a speech therapy. Cussing, fussing, and sticking up their middle finger. I feel sorry for educators that have to deal with these type of degenerates. As parents, you know you got to watch out for your kids' friends. Definitely when they're teenagers. Honey, no, you got to start at the 1st grade, clearly. Honestly, I don't even allow my kids to have friends if they don't have a positive father figure, period. From what I have seen, too many of these baby mamas have arrested development. They have the mindset of a dang on 13-year-old. They ain't got no friends because they don't want nobody to course correct their behavior. They got nasty attitudes and nasty dispositions that flow off into their children, and they try to make their kids their friends. I'm good. Mind you, statistically, most of these kids can't even read. Most of these kids can't even do math, simple math, without a calculator. See, I just feel bad for the kids. They almost don't even stand a chance of not becoming a statistic when they're raised by these type of individuals.
What'd you say?
Don't fuck with me.
Oh, shit. Hey, y'all, what is Gibby?
4th grade.
Back on me. Everybody and their mama swore the black men were crazy. Swore we were fucking crazy. Swore before God and the gates of heaven, again, men in general, were crazy because we were talking about the way these kids were being raised. That's why I wanted to put an asterisk by Brother Malika's comment about liberalism or feminism and white women. Black women also linked up with this shit and ran with it. Feminism started out as, hey, we want the right to vote. Appeal to 19. We started out with the right to vote. We want to go to work and have jobs and have the right to control our money and our education too. Now we've morphed this shit into the support of ratchetness, the rainbow community, and all the ills of the rainbow community. Reality TV star, Sydney star, a dude dressing as a woman, got all the support, they, he, she, however you want to term it, whatever the pronouns are, got all that support from who? Black women. Then gets caught up with a young man. Somehow, some way, now all of a sudden, she is going to be back to a he, and somehow, some way, straight black men are going to get blamed for this. They refuse to blame the LGBT community. Me and BT were talking again. He was sharing several stories that he's heard out of New York about the trans community. And most of the time when they're getting caught up in shit, there is a minor involved. But people want to act like we're fucking crazy. We're just having a conversation tonight. Get to some of y'all comments. We're just warming up. EJ says, Rumble rant, Kofa, appreciate it. BT says, Kofa, you got a super chat in Rumble. All right, I'm going to slide over. EJ says, all those kids deserve an ass whooping, and they're no good mama. Fuck them kids.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brother Malika says, this is child abuse and exploitation, creating future hyenas to destroy the next generation.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
EJ says, and where in the flying fuck is the kids' fathers? The world may never know. And if you notice, when she was like, who y'all mama? They didn't say you. They said the mother's first name. Do we need to run that back? Brothers, beware of women that call their mother by their first name. That's not a good relationship. That's a homegirl. That's a sister relationship. That shit is going to come to his head when they're older. Ask me how I know. I'm quite sure some of y'all know as well. Let's keep on going. Let me, matter of fact, let me get over to Rumble. We see, you know what? Let me see if I can do this. Let's see if we can share the Rumble. And we're going to share the Rumble rant. Going back to the share screen. There I go over there. Wings 1142 with the Rumble, with the $5 Rumble rant. Salute to you. I appreciate it. He says that trifling ass bitch deleted all the kids and everybody and their mama is giving this bitch the mental health grace card. Oh, fuck no. The bitch deserves to be underneath the motherfucking jail for life. Oh, shit. Wrong button. Bring it back over here.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And Wings 1142, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with this. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button again. Y'all bear with me as I shift. Let's keep on going with Instagram. Because everybody's like, Kofa, where do you find this stuff? This is where we are, gentlemen. Another place a lot of men are.
My hoe's not going. She's not going. My hoe's not going. She's not going. She just likes to talk to other dudes. My hoe's not going. 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 My hoe.
You know what? We're going to say that again.
My hoe's not going. She's not going. My hoe's not going. She's not going. She just likes to talk to other dudes. My hoe's not going. 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 My hoe's not going.
Bring the shit back on me. That right there is the delusion that a lot of men are living in. And it's not that she's not going. It's the blind support for women can do anything that they want. Pay attention to when people speak in regular conversations about absolutes. We can do anything. Do you understand? I know y'all do, but do you understand what anything means? It was on repeat for well over a decade. Women can do whatever they want. Women can do anything they want. This is how you get a Lindsay Clancy. Up into murder. New laws are being passed with nothing but women supporting it of murdering a child, having an abortion, damn near up until the day you give birth. And nobody supporting this except for women. Let's keep on going. Let's go back to Instagram. We having fun with this one. I'm just going to give a hodgepodge, a gumbo, if you will, of my Instagram and the delusion and the space we're at, because again, this is an I told you so moment. Everybody said black men were crazy when we were talking about how black women dated.
I hated men, which ran me to women, which made me promiscuous, where I'm having threesomes with other, women and the guy I would date. I've slept with over 100 women. Half of them I don't remember their name, but it was a way to numb the pain. And I would specifically only target women who were virgins because I wanted to do to them what was done to me.
You wanted to take from them what was taken from you.
So I know that women can be so vulnerable. And when they hear those 3 words, I love you, they would spread their legs like Lamborghini doors. And I did just that.
Oh my goodness.
We don't want to admit sometimes that the noise.
We're going to pause that. Salute to Jeff. Does body count really matter? It does. Now, if you'll notice right here, salute the philosophical. Salute the ill. But I want to give a special shout out to this guy right here. Growth Talk_Kofa on Instagram says, I'm tired of being right. I'm tired of being right.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
The entire time we have been talking about, hold on, bring it back on me again. We're going to be jumping back and forth. The entire time black men have been talking about the dating space and things shifting. Everyone again told us we were crazy. We said women were going to start sleeping with women more openly. The church accepted it. We said women were going to start openly sleeping with gay and bisexual men. The church accepted it. The woman you just saw on your screen says she would specifically target virgins. So if she's specifically targeting virgins, where do you think she was doing a lot of her operations and dirt at? I'm going to go out on a limb and say the church.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Why? Because the church accepted it. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Let me scroll up. Appreciate that. EJ says all those. Oh, I got that one. Brother Malika says a cautionary tale like a motherfucker. Indeed. That woman, stay the fuck away from that woman who's friends with her kids, or the kids, even if they're adults, the woman you're dealing with, and she called her mama, her example of being a woman, by her first name. Stay the fuck away, bro. Stay clear of that shit. Uncle Rick says anything equals all things, aka you name it.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
EJ says, holy shit, bro, is delusional, unrealistic, emotional damage, is a simp for real. Bro needs to let his ratchet ass Pukisha gone out of his life and work upon himself, because your self-worth is worth far more. Indeed, brother. Let me see. Brother Malika says, Kofa, women can do anything they want, but be feminine, respectful, decent mothers, good wives, keep your kids alive, be part of a man's legacy, nurturing, nonviolent, and humane.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
There is a hierarchy to this. God, man, woman, child. Our job, whether we like it or not, push back in the red pill, wherever you want to say it, our job is to protect women. It's to protect and divide. A lot of men started doing that shit, and then we had to start having discernment. We've covered it here. How many men do protect women and they lose their lives in the process, and no one gives a damn, right? The women are supposed to protect the children. Now we're in a space where the women no longer have to do that. Not only do they not protect the children, and I'm not saying all, but they are also the abusers of children. They are also the murderers of children. This is why I gave pushback, and I said we're going to talk about it later. Later is now about this is a white folks problem. Black community, we've always said that them white folks problem. Them white folks, you don't never hear about no black woman doing that. Y'all sound crazy. Black folks don't do this and that. Just take out the actual deletion of children and think from the mindset of abortions. Who leads in that? We'll pregame and get rid of the kid. We haven't talked about the black women cases where they're deleting kids, murdering kids left and right. One sister put her kids in the oven. Another sister drowned her kids. But we don't like to talk about that in the black community because it's easy to say white folks, white folks, white folks. Other things we do. We raise our, that's why I started with that clip with the little girls, with the attitude, throwing up a middle finger, cussing, calling mama by her first name. That's the way we don't care about our kids. So it may not even be direct. We'll go with what the wokety woke say. It may not be a direct murder, but you're setting your kids up for failure. Then they get off later on. The world take care of their ass where you fucking failed. And then, like I just mentioned, there's cases where black women have off those kids. We just had the brother in Shreveport where back in April killed 8 kids. There was no discussion about mental health. There was no discussion about men's mental health. There was no discussion about black men's mental health. I'm not excusing that brother. I hope he rot in hell. God bless those babies. But there is not a trove of men just coming out in support of this dude. There rarely, if ever, is just a support from men talking about, I know you were stressed, Dad. I know how it feels. I understand why you killed those kids. God forbid the brother finds out the kids aren't even his and he has a mental break. There's no discussion of a state institution for the mentally ill. He just need to go to prison, or they just need to kill him, or they gonna take care of him in prison. Women will go to jail having harmed a child and nothing happens to them. Because the other women in prison, they understand. Again, start paying attention to when women are talking about other women, even if they don't like each other. They will say it out loud. Well, you know I ain't never cared for that bitch, but I understand how she feels as a woman. I understand how she feels as a mother. And they'll run with that and they will beat it into the ground. And it's some sucker ass men out there that will accept this bullshit. Let me slide over to Rumble, see if anybody else comment. Nope, I appreciate that. Rumble Rant Code for Wings. I think that was EJ. Hold on, let me bring back to my comments over here. I think that was EJ earlier. The Uncle Rick, nail on the head. Don't forget outright neglect. Had that sister, earlier at the top of the year? She left her, a 2-year-old strapped to the stroller inside of a closet. And the police end up finding the baby. Of course, the baby dead, but damn near down to the bone. Baby had starved to death. A bitch hadn't moved with her man. Stop saying it's just white folks. This is, I got you in a second, Mike. This is the shit that pisses me off and hurts about our woke ass community. We love trying to come together when we can talk shit about white people. But we're here doing the same thing. And y'all will be the same bitches and bitch ass niggas that sit your ass up and want to talk about Trump and ICE and Republicans and racism and everything else. And our people are doing this shit day in, day out. Like Rick just said, outright neglect. Not feeding these babies, not taking care of these babies, not clothing these babies. Lying to your sons about who they fucking daddy is. Actual physical violence, verbal violence, sexual abuse, coming from fucking women. Nobody wants to talk about that shit. Again, it pisses me off in the black community specifically because we love closing our eyes and pointing the finger at white folks. But you turn a blind eye when that shit going on in your church, when the Democrats are pushing this shit and everybody just fucking clapping. Let's keep on going. Brother Mike in the building. He says black women have killed 75 million babies since the Roe versus Wade case. Indeed. Indigo Flow in the building. Salute to you, good brother. Appreciate you being in here. DG in the building. He says, yo, Kofa, salute, brother. Salute to you. We over on Rumble too, y'all. Please go over there. Subscribe to the channel. I put the link, if you could scroll back up in the chat and go over to the Rumble and subscribe over there. I'm gonna start slowly building that. Again, salute to Quiet Storm for constantly being on me about that. I also talked to brother Obsidian in the back channels, and he stressed it to me as well. Kofa, you got to get on Rumble. You got to get on Rumble. Hit me with it 3 times like Umar. Kofa, you got to get on Rumble. I'm on Rumble, y'all. So we're going to start streaming over there as well. So even if you go back and forth or you're mainly on YouTube, cool. At least open up another window. Let Rumble play so I can get that watch time over there and hopefully get into their algorithm and start getting more subscribers over there. Let's keep on going. Brother Mike says the backup because we know it gets too wild over here for YouTube. We understand. Yep, brother. That's another reason why I did it. I'm going to get Malika's comment, then we're going to get back to the content. Brother Malika says, let's not forget Big Tigger's wife who left her child in a car alone in a parking lot while her no good demonic evil ass was in a casino. And that child has been missing since 2017.
3-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Outright neglect, which leads to other things. Let's keep on going. Let's get back to Kofa's IG. Kofa sounds crazy as hell. He's evil. He hates women. Let me see where we're going. You know what? We're going to wait a minute. Click on that. Gonna go back to screen. Bam. Let's go ahead and get some Lindsay Clancy in here.
Stop thinking about these kids as people and think about them as ceramic vases for just 1 second for me, okay? To help me make this point, I want you to think of these kids as if they were very expensive ceramic vases in a museum. And instead of thinking about psychosis, we're going to think about epilepsy. So imagine that Lindsay is in a museum and she is a person with epilepsy. She was being treated by a doctor. She hadn't really been properly diagnosed and they were tinkering with her medications trying to get it right. So now epileptic Lindsay is walking through this museum and there are these 3 priceless ceramic vases there, each sitting on a little stoop. And what we know happens next for a fact is that Lindsay breaks those priceless vases. They are damaged beyond repair. They cannot be fixed. Everybody knows that Lindsay did it. And she herself said, oh my God, I broke those vases. I can't believe I did that. And
this woman just compared the lives of 3 children to ceramic vases. I've known women with postpartum depression. Their children are still here. I've known men with depression. Their children are still here. The fact that we will give passes, that's the scary part. it's not just Lindsay Clancy. It is the people that are supporting her. And I know you're going to see a trove of white women dressed in pink. I get it. That's your racism for America, in my opinion. Because we got to have this discussion based off this white woman, right? 3 little white babies is dead. No one gives a fuck. Well, they're not talking about black women because black women don't do it. A goddamn lie, as we'll see in a second. So if white America is not concerned about the 3 lives of 3 innocent white children, once again, what do you think they feel about your black ass and your black ass children? That's the racism. We're not even worth talking about. Kofa, why do you say that? Because it's going to be on us to correct the issues we have in our community. But we're not going to do that because we also see ourselves as Americans more than anything. I don't give a fuck how woke you want to talk. This is why y'all push back against that passport. What I need to go to Thailand for? What I need to go to Colombia for? What I need to leave the country for? Your black ass don't want to leave the place that you swear before God and the gates of heaven is so racist and so against black folks. But we also got all this fucking money when we want to flex on somebody in our community. Better car, better woman, better clothes. I live over here. I'm the only black in my neighborhood. This, that, and third. Oh, don't think that shit's still going on? Bring your ass on down here to the South. Which is the majority of where black people live in America. We don't care about us. We let this shit go unchallenged when it's inside of our community. A lot of pussy-ass black men afraid to say anything to a black woman. Get to that in a second as well. Just let them do whatever the full free fuck they want to goddamn do. Slide over here. Let me get my brother Malika's comment. What the fucking hell?
This is culturally inappropriate.
Let's keep on going. Mike Has Bad Knees says, what the hell is she even talking about?
This is culturally inappropriate.
Compare those children's lives to vases. Brother Malika back at it. He says, these are the dim-witted white bitches who have jobs, have relationships, have kids, vote, and are in political offices. Shaking my head. One of the biggest reasons I give pushback, I think me and BT was talking about this as well. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, bro. Atlanta is supposed to be this magical Wakanda-like place for black people in America. And at one point in time, it may have been. I'm telling you, from the inside, it is not like that anymore. We have a slew of black politicians, a slew of black police officers, all the racism problems that everybody talks about across the country. We can't say that shit here in Atlanta. Black people are in power. Black people are in place, men and women. So if the money come up missing, you can't blame the spooky white man. If a child is murdered by the police, there's a good chance you can't blame that racist police officer. This is why my opinion changed. The things I used to complain about when I was a wokey woke about racism and all those other things, guess what? They're still happening in black ass Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sure they're probably still happening in black ass Baltimore, DC, Philly. Wherever there's a heavy concentration of black folks, I guarantee you those same issues are still fucking happening. Why? Because people are fucking people.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
So when it comes to the lives of children, again, black children specifically in this case, we, us, air quotes, we, us, our don't give a fuck. Slide back over to Instagram and catch y'all comments in a second. Do this. Bam, there. Come back over here. This brother. Uh-oh, hold on. Move myself out the way. Y'all know this clown. Just send a $200,000. This stupid shit. Asia Yada ends nearly 8-year relationship with Minister Yada and Yada, or Yada Awakening, I think he went by. Alleges domestic violence 8 weeks postpartum. Now, notice that word, postpartum. You're going to start seeing that a lot. Because again, this is part of the media tricks and ploys and how they play with your mind. They're going to, not 8 weeks after the birth of their child, not 8 weeks after she gives birth, 8 weeks postpartum. Why? Because Lindsay Clancy is in the news right now. So anytime somebody says postpartum, it's supposed to trigger you. So you think about postpartum depression, PPD, or postpartum psychosis. Got a gold coin, appreciate it, 10 jewels from Smoke and Talk. Salute, brother. I appreciate you being in here. Or you're supposed to be triggered to think about postpartum depression, PPD, or postpartum psychosis, PPP. So anything after the birth of a child, these bitches are supposed to be able to go fucking psycho. Now she's alleging that he whooped her ass. I'm not going to read all this, but you know the sisters like to write paragraphs, a new chapter, blah, 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 blah. After nearly 8 years, I have made the difficult decision to end my relationship with the father of my children and step into a new chapter in life. For years, I believed love meant fighting for your family. I gave my all at our home, our children, our business, and even protecting, appreciate that Smoke and Talk, even protecting his reputation. I kept believing that if we could make it through one more difficult season, peace would meet us on the other side. Let's keep on going. That is the support that black women love to pretend they give all of us, knowing good and damn well that's not what brothers that are not N-O-T, that are not abusive. Typically, we don't get that support. It goes to what Malika just said earlier. They can do anything they want, but be supportive. Until it comes to a fuck nigga like that. Once again, this is an I told you so moment. All the finessing. I've had the conversations about him. I've had the conversations about Derek Jackson. I've had these conversations several times over. Before we go forward, hold on. Let me bring it back on me real quick. I'm going to bring up something else. Since people swear before God and the gates of heaven, then men are just fucking crazy that we're just making up shit all the damn time. Give me one quick second. Let me find it. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Might be. Okay, there we go. Give me a second, y'all. There we go. We're going to open up another tab. Boom. We're going to bring your boy back up. Boom. There I go. Then we're going to do this. Same Lindsay. This is the question mark. I'm going to read the caption. America, we have an epidemic. 15 mothers, 17 children dead, 5 survived, all in 2026. Let me see if I can expand this a little bit. Make sure you guys can see this. I'm going to read all of them. January 1st, Christian Bass, 28, Louisiana, allegedly shot and killed 1-year-old daughter. January 6th, this is a black woman, because, you know, we don't do that.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Carmen DeGreg, 24, California. Notice the span of the map. California. Allegedly murdered 17-month-old daughter. Priya Tharsini Nataran, 35, New Jersey. This is an Indian woman. Allegedly killed her sons, 5 and 7. January 19th. We ain't even out of January yet, y'all. And that's 4 children dead. Selena Mew, Maryland. Allegedly attacked son with knife, tried to suffocate him. He survived. This is an Asian woman. Back to white women. Deanna Collum, 43, Florida. Allegedly suffocated her 4-year-old son. This is early in February. Jalinda Smith, 35, Florida. Allegedly killed her 5-year-old son. His body was found in a trash bag. February 8th. Marisol Flores, now we're going to the Hispanic side, 30, California, allegedly killed her newborn baby after birth. Back to white women. Andrea Foss, 41, North Carolina, 3-year-old son killed, 2-year-old son survived. Tried to off both of them. Back to the white women again. April Olivia, 40, Florida, allegedly stabbed 6-year-old daughter 20 plus times. Sisters, here we go in March. Aaliyah Henderson, 28, Ohio. Allegedly killed daughters 8 and 10. Bodies found in suitcases. Last row. March 20th. Thais Oninsky, 41, Wisconsin. Allegedly stabbed her 14-year-old daughter to death. April. Jeanette McUslin, 49, Massachusetts, allegedly strangled her 6 and 7-year-old children. Caitlin Dominic, 22, Alabama, allegedly injected deadly mixture into 17-month-old son feeding tube. He died. Chardonnay Benitez, 32, Oregon, allegedly tried to kill 3 sons with carbon monoxide. All survive. Kaylee Earhart, 22, allegedly stabbed, she's in Maryland. No, she's in North Dakota, excuse me. Allegedly stabbed 3 children. 2 died, 1 survived. I believe this is the woman who slit her children's throats. This is not, reading the bottom of the caption, this is not just a few bad moms. This is a national crisis. 15 cases, 22 children targeted, 17 dead, 5 survived. This is all between January 1st and August 21st of 2026. Bring it back on me. One of the cases not mentioned because it wasn't this year. Remember when back in February, I covered that case of Genesis Reed in Enterprise, Alabama. Enterprise is here. Where I went to high school is here, Ozark, Alabama. 15-20 minute drive between those 2 small towns. That baby was 2 years old. That lying bitch of a mother killed her in the fucking house with her mother and her brother in there. Now, as nosy as black folks are, we love to be in everybody's goddamn business all the fucking time. Nobody had any fucking questions, but I'll take that back. People had questions because, guess what? Where the baby? What you get her for Christmas? Regular conversation. They saw the mom dragging a bloody mattress out to the woods and set it on fire, trying to get rid of evidence. So while the people in her circle were asking her, where's the baby? I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, girl, she down in Florida with her daddy. Meanwhile, get to that in a second to drive my point home. Daddy's on the phone with mama from Florida. Hey, let me talk to my baby. She over there with so-and-so. The baby was supposed to be over there with the godmother. Lying to the father. Lying to the people in the circle because, of course, nobody's going to keep asking questions if they think the child is down in Florida with their father. 2-year-old girl, gone. They see a bloody mattress, the neighbors. They see her dragging all these toys out to the dumpster. There's blood in the house they didn't clean up. She lied to the police. The daddy's out there spazzing. We played the video here. I still don't think they found that child's body, but they know as much blood as there was, there's no way in hell a 2-year-old would fucking survive. But Kofa's crazy. You're crazy as fuck, Malika. You're crazy as fuck, Mike Has Bad Knees. You crazy as fuck, EJ. You crazy as fuck, DG. Kofa, single father. Stressed the fuck out. Never thought about harming my children. BT, single father. I know our kids, our oldest kids, are the same age. I know he went through some shit. I guarantee you he ain't thought about offing that boy. Me and DG talk on a regular. I know what he going through with his daughter. I guarantee you he ain't thought about offing that baby. But if we have an argument with a bitch, with the baby mama, ex-wife, current wife, old lady, new lady, and her stepkid and her kids that she bringing along, our stepkid, and we have an argument with these women in our lives, we're wrong as fuck. But not just because we see a lot of white women on TV. Guess what? It's black women that support that shit too. And again, the sneaky language, brothers, pay attention. I don't think what she did was right, but I know how she feels as a mother. I know how she feels as a woman. I have never agreed with any man so sexually frustrated that he just around here raping bitches. Let me get to y'all comments. Had to read that out loud. Let me see. Beer Little in the building. What's going on, good brother? I appreciate you sneaking in here. No news. Appreciate you being in here. Let me see. Let me keep on going. No News says, lady who compared those children to vases is a forensic scientist. No wonder why they never know what happened to black children.
3-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Mike Has Bad Knees says, the problem is the people in power care more about being Democrats than they do about being black.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Very Little back at it. He says, he's speaking to Malika. He said, peace, you are spot on about these Karens. I used to work around a bunch of them, so I know how they are, especially in HR. I just had a whole HR conversation with my homeboy today, but guess what? It's a black woman.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Karens and Keishas. Karens and Keishas. Indigo flow. Indeed. Postpartum is now a buzzword. Start paying attention to that shit. Appreciate you again, Smoker Talk with the gold coin, good brother. Still don't know what exactly that means, but I thank you for it. I'm going to have to look that shit up tonight. Mike Has Bad Knees says she killed her kids 3 years ago. Does anyone else think it's weird the case is hitting the news now? To be honest with you, bro, I don't. The situation I'm dealing with where my son's mom harmed his older brothers and sisters, how y'all know the story, how I ended up basically getting my son, having to prove I'm the father, going through the court, still going through court. It's been 2 years, bro. I just got the phone with my homeboy probably like 2 hours ago. We were just catching up. Asked how the boy was. Hey man, he good, bro. You know, he growing, he's starting pre-K, you know, still dealing with the court shit. Phone get quiet. You still dealing with that shit? Bruh. He said, no, man, it's been like 2 years. Yeah, bruh. The wheels of justice. Got a right to a speedy trial, but the wheels of justice are slow. It's been 2 years. I'm not surprised at all, Mike, that it's been 3 years. Especially a capital murder case like this. They're going to keep kicking that can down the road until they can't anymore. They just, and I told y'all, you know, a couple of shows ago, salute, Trend, appreciate you, bro. A couple of shows ago, They just indicted my baby mama. They just indicted her from her arrest in March of 24. She just got indicted like May of this year. 2 full years. First arraignment is coming up in September. I'll let y'all know how that go. Hopefully I can be on the Zoom call. Cause I think it's a Zoom court hearing. But yeah, bro, I'm not surprised at all. At all, bro. Barry Little says, these are the same sick feminist broads always talking about femicide. Exactly. You saw that list, Mike? Malika? All demonic and evil. Indeed, brother. EJ says, all these moms deserve the death penalty for real, for real. Indeed, bro. BT says, I recently drove through Enterprise. Small town. You was out of there just as quick as you entered, I'm sure. BT says, Lex couldn't believe this happened. Small country town where things like this don't happen. When people talk about these small towns, because nobody thinks about a small town, nobody gives a fuck. So when crazy shit like this happen, I'm not surprised. I grew up in a small town. I know what it looked like. I know what a mid-sized city looked like. Now I'm in this sprawling metropolis of Atlanta. I know what that looked like. So when Kofa's coming here, I'm coming from so many different perspectives and layers of society. I'm not telling you to believe everything that come out of my mouth. Go do your own research, but I'm pretty accurate with the shit I be saying. Even if I haven't done my research, like I had to tell I'm gonna take a pivot real quick, talking to a couple of the lawyers I know, even as they're paralegal and I'm working with, I'm like, hey, this is how this shit is gonna play out. They didn't believe me. They're the lawyers. They have the education. They have the degree. They know the job. They know the law. Everything this guy said was going to happen, happened. They come back to the office frustrated, confused. They're talking about how could they make this decision, that, depending on the panel or certain people, again, because I'm a paralegal for the military. So I'm dealing with mainly military law. But all the attorneys that I work with have prior experience working in like the criminal field. Some of them were big business lawyers before they joined the army, all that. So their mind is on regulations, policies, procedures, and the law. And I told them multiple times, you know the law. I know people.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
While you're looking up this citation and this rule and this law and this case law, I know people. I read body language well. I read eye contact. I read tone of voice. I listen to how people put sentences together. This is why I highlighted that portion about, notice how they threw that word postpartum out there. That has nothing to do with Lindsay Clancy, but they're going to start using that a lot now. I know people. So when Mike says he can't believe it took 3 years, or it's hard to believe, I'm not surprised. When Mama Lex says she can't believe this happened, especially driving through this little place like Enterprise, I'm not surprised. People are people, y'all. There is something to that 16 personality types from Carl Jung. It's something to that. People are people. Let's keep on going. Brother Malika says, so I guess those 15 hyenas were suffering from postpartum and stress. Get the fuck out of here. Indeed. Mike has bad knees, says, to be fair, I am crazy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
BT says, never thought about harming his child. Mike has bad knees, says, the fun kind of crazy though. Okay, that's cool. You can have a good joke. Mike says, I have 2 autistic kids. There are a lot of work. Never thought about offing them. Mo on the go in the building. What's going on, sis? Been a good minute. Where we at? There we go.
You go, girl.
Appreciate you being in here, sis. No News says, Growth Talk, you'll never forget Nicole Michelle Johnson, the woman who rode around with her niece and nephew in a suitcase in her trunk in 2021. Indeed. indeed. Broke the police officers down when they pulled her over, had to dig through the trash bags, smelt the smell, and was like, what the fuck? Broke grown ass men down. Them babies were so fucking decayed. And she just kept wrapping them in trash bags to hide the smell. Do better, Fiend in the building. He said, what's up, fam? Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate you being in here. Trent, appreciate that $20 bomb just for the love. Salute, good brother. Let me see what I'm going to hit you with. Nope. There we go.
Getting to the money. Everybody mad. I got all this money on my motherfucking mind. Diamonds on my dial. I can't even see the time. All I know is blood, Crips, Pyro. Everybody mad.
Back on me. I appreciate the 20 bomb, brother. Thank you. Let me keep on going. Brother Malika says, funny, a white woman, especially a liberal feminist, cares more about cats, puppies, fat shaming, body positivity, slut walks, mass abortions, pronouns, partnerships, and no-fault divorce. And guess who ain't too far behind them? Black women.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Let's keep on going. Again, never said all. Let's get back to the IG, shall we? Let's get back to the IG real quick, because I want to drive this home about the sisterhood.
It's so crazy to me how black women bully black men into tolerating their bullshit. They come to you obese and out of shape. Anytime you challenge their ideology, they automatically call you gay. And when you disagree with them, they turn into Mike Tyson and punch you in the fucking face. They have no communication skills, they don't know how to talk things out, and they resort to violence and lie. And you're still gonna have these cuck-ass motherfuckers on the internet saying, we need to protect our black queens. Bro, they fucking hate you. They want you miserable and would love for you to fucking go to jail. Y'all need to stop protecting somebody because y'all share the same skin tone. These bitches do not fuck with you. And the proof is in the pudding. Wake the fuck up. Be loyal to yourself, not to a race of women who fucking can't stand you.
The famous proverb is, a house divided against itself cannot stand. It means that any group, family, or nation with deep internal fights will fail and fall apart. I know black men are going to hear this and your first instinct is, what the fuck? Why is a white boy in our business? Before you go that route, I need you to disprove anything he said. I need you to disprove anything he said. He said, these women fucking hate you. How many times have I said it? And this is how you have to look at it, right? Women they conformed themselves to what the men they desire want. Women, ask yourself this. What do black women think black men are worth? What sacrifices have black women made for black men? What do they think we are worth? Right? Because we've come to learn that all these things he's saying, they have no communication skills. We learned that was one of the reasons they hated Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, all he did was let them talk. And what did they say? They'll come out and say, oh, black man this, black man that. And then Kevin will instantly ask them, oh, why don't you go date a white guy? They'll say, oh, no. I need to lose weight for a white man. I need to get my shit together. That is what they think white men deserve. Black men, what do they think we deserve? Absolutely nothing. Go to that guy's comments. He has over 6,000 comments right now. If I'm 2 or 6, I can't remember one of the two. He has thousands of comments. Go to his comments, see what black women are saying. Come and compare it to what black women are saying in my comments. A white man is, here's the thing. He said what he said. Will he get black men to listen? He has a big following of black men. Will he get black men to listen to him? More than I will get black men to listen to me. And I've never spoken up about black women's weight. My thing is, black men, see the black woman for who she is. Because a lot of us have been fucked up going to women that we think love us, not knowing that these women, for most black women,
bring it just back on me. Bro was frustrated. Now that, as a man, I understand. And the reason why I let that shit rock out like that, because those are the conversations we have when we get a little bit of drink in us, when we're sitting around smoking, when we're having just general conversation with the guys, then we go right back to that shit. And while we're going right back to them, they're still following behind this white liberal feminism that we keep talking about. We keep convincing ourselves, not my black queen, not my sisters. And here we are. Lindsay Clancy is just an example. Again, white America going to boost her up, and we're going to talk about it. And as many white women are with it, it's a lot of white women against it. But just as many black women that are against it, there's black women with it. We've already had the discussion. I just gave you a couple of cases of black women harming children. But we convince ourselves, because God forbid a black woman put her mouth on us. When I'm not talking about sexually, talk about verbally violent. You sassy, you gay. A lot of y'all bitch ass dudes is afraid to get embarrassed by a black woman because her tongue is so lethal. A lot of y'all will be embarrassed, humiliated even, and you're worried about what the fuck she gonna say. So you keep your ass in these same situations, and then here we are where black women are neglecting children. Black women are offing kids left and goddamn right. And people want to pretend like this shit don't happen, like it's just white people. Slide over to y'all comments real quick. Where we at? Again, not all, but I'm not going to keep on saying not all. Through the fire in the building, brother TJ. What's going on, good brother? He says salute to the slut walk. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate the 5 spot. Malika McBain didn't have any problem with it. He says he is spot on. Indeed, brother. Brother Mike says, I don't know how I feel about this. And like the brother said, hey man, before you start challenging this white dude about what he said, just think about what he said. Let's keep on going. RBN, brother TJ says, yes, they hate us. They the real enemy. And even me, I'm still in this space of, I don't want to call black women our enemy and just paint that picture. Are there several? Yes. Is it way too much? Yes. Again, my opinion, the majority. When you will harm your children, let's take the violence out of it. When so many of these women will just lie about who the father is or not tell the children who the father is, it's grown ass men to this day. We just saw it with Kirk Franklin a couple years ago. His mama has lied to him for 50 years. For 50 years. And the man daddy stayed around the corner. He didn't know. The father didn't know. Monago says, nah, I can't get on board with that dude in black folks biz. I hear y'all, but this is the thing, Mo. We over in white people biz with Lindsay Clancy. When white folks doing shit, we say, see, there go them crazy ass white folks again. Black folks don't do that. I had a whole mini rant earlier. Black folks don't do that stuff. Yes, the fuck we do. Again, because it's my hometown area, Genesis Reed. Go look up that 2-year-old. That was a black woman. We can't keep telling white folks they can't be in our business, but we want to talk shit and call racism every time we don't like some shit. But that's my opinion. Mo says, massive validation. Nope, it's the fucking truth. And again, it doesn't have to be all, sis. It's way too many. Because how long have we heard from black women that black men hated them? And then here comes some white woman. Here's a little bit of feminism. You want it? You want to vote for LGBT? Here you go. Let's bring them into the school. Black women do the same shit. If that white man says she's doing a good job, it's okay. Her husband need a little bit of support in the house. Fuck that nigga. We've seen it time and time again. People gonna feel how they feel. I get it. Because it's a white boy. There's plenty of black women out here talking that same shit. The fact that we run to the internet with this shit a lot of times, he shouldn't even have any ammo to say anything. That's the part we're missing. That white dude shouldn't even be able to say shit about black folks. but we gotta air everything out. And no one started that shit except for black women. Waiting to exhale. How Stella got a groove back. Several sisters that went on all these talk shows talking about how they didn't need men. Couldn't wait to be in corporate America right alongside the white women that they don't like, but they vote just like them. So I ain't mad at the white homie. Let's keep on going. This we agree on. The most dangerous weapon is a loving black couple. But you can't tell us shit. And the reason why I say you can't tell us, term used loosely, shit about that, because the black men that love good black women gotta go have their fun with the bad guy. We get tired of that shit too. And I ain't saying I walked on no goddamn water, but I've been a solid dude for black women. Single than a motherfucker. I tried. I'm not the only one. This is why, again, I tell brothers all the time, you're not crazy. You know what you lived through. You know what you experienced. You know what you seen, what you heard. And we see it time and time again. Nobody is screaming this shit from the top of the mountains but black women that they don't need their men. The new black family. Can't wait to be on some goddamn magazine cover. The new black family is a woman, maybe her mother and the kids. Or two sisters together. And some kids. Now the studs is mad at y'all. Not you, Mo, but y'all, black women. Let's keep on going. 6'3" in the building. Says, Kofa, salute, brother. Salute to you. Sister Messy in the building with the $5 bomb. She says, I didn't know you were on. Shout out to Kofa and the chat. Salute to you, good sister. I appreciate you being in here. I'm going to go ahead and hit you with your drop. Salute to Messy. She really does work hard for the money. She has been cooking as usual, unlike some people. But anywho, big boy, when you come in here and you say, hey, boo, I need you to put a name behind that motherfucker.
Got it! Hotter than
my
fish
nigga.
grease.
I'm scrolling down the comments and all I see is, hey, boo, and some flowers. I know you're talking to Messy. However, it caught me off guard for a second, bro. I need you to put an at somebody behind that shit. Death Reaper in the building. What's going on? Y'all. At Michonne. Y'all, hey, Messy. Hey, my love, Messy. This nigga put hey, boo, and some flowers and left. I'm confused. Brother Malika says that white man was not getting in our business. He was telling the truth, and the truth hurts, especially to unaccountable people, aka simps and hyena black women. Indeed. See this shit right here? Reaper. Hey, Boo Bear. At Messy. At hell, who else in here? Queen of Vibes. What's going on, sis? Let me go. Let me go ahead and get you too, sis.
You go, girl.
Y'all at the ladies when y'all shit. Nigga, hey boo. Whoa. Pause. Let's keep on going. Let's swing it back to Instagram real quick. Oh, you know what? We're gonna get off Instagram. I have some other videos locked up. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna run through these and we're gonna close out. We are on way longer than I anticipated. Let's keep on going. We had that. So for those that missed it, this is 15 women between January and April of this year who offed the majority or tried to off their children. I'll just read this caption for those just now coming in. 15 cases, 22 children. This is the bottom right that I'm reading. 15 cases, 22 children targeted, 17 dead, 5 survived. This is between January 1st and August 21st of 2026. I think I might have said April earlier, but August 21st of 2026. Let's keep on going.
If you would like to unfollow me because I think a child murderer deserves to go to prison because she murdered her children, go ahead. leave. Because fundamentally, we are never going to get along if we can't even agree that killing a child is wrong. Apparently, we need a freaking reminder that women are perfectly capable of hurting and killing their own children. So why don't we go ahead and count them? Number 1, we have Melissa Campos Sanchez, Miami, August 2026. Police say that she poured hot candle wax onto her 3-year-old and 6-year-old daughters. She then lit clothes on fire in the kitchen and danced around until the 6-year-old had to try to put the fire out. Number 2, Kaylee Earhart, North Dakota, August 2026. 3 young children were stabbed. Her 3-year-old and 5-month-old died, and her 1-year-old survived. And she told their father that, say goodbye to your kids before she did it. Number 3, Haley Dempsey, Florida, May 2026. She killed her own mother, then she killed her 4-year-old daughter and her 4-month-old daughter. She then allegedly tried to shoot her 2-year-old, missed, and then killed herself. Number 4, Marlene Vidal, Texas, May 2026. Her 5-year-old son and 6-year-old daughters were killed with sharp force injuries, and their bodies were found inside a burning car. Number 5, Sarah Myers and Amy Stedman, New York, June 2026. A mother and a grandmother are accused of murdering 4 children. 13, 11, and 10-year-old twins. Drugs were used and 1 child was stabbed, and investigators say that the planning appeared aimed at keeping those children away from their father. Number 6, Mackenzie Critton, Wisconsin, July 2026. Charged with smothering her 7-month-old baby to death. That is 6 cases in 2026, and it's only freaking August.
And how many did I read off earlier? 15. And I think the 6 she just gave, maybe 1 or 2 of them were some of the names that I mentioned earlier. So how many is that we're up to now? Like 20 something? It's August, so what's that? You know, I don't like doing math in public. There's basically at least 2 a month. And these are the ones that we know about since January. I'm going to read the caption. Democrats normalize MAP, minor attracted persons, then making it okay to unalive babies right up to the moment of delivery. We discussed that. Now they are normalizing, justifying, and excusing the unaliving their own children. Do you realize what they are doing? These are liberals, again, Democrats, all the things. Women wake up. Women wake up. Everything they've done has been aimed at destroying the natural instincts of faith, family, and raising children.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
But the men are crazy. We've been saying it for 20 years. I had a brief conversation with my mama, and I'm going to show you how I respectfully shut my mama up. She mentioned some case, and I was like, Mama, I told you that. I'm not surprised. That heifer crazy. Why do men be allowing that? Well, we can't do anything about that. Well, y'all can stop messing with these women. Okay, what women should we stop? These crazy women. Okay, cool. If they're not crazy up until the moment they're crazy, how do we know that? Shit was good. May have an argument here or there, and then something crazy happens like this, and then somehow, again, we get blamed. Mama, I've been telling you this. This is the conversation we having. Mama, I've been telling you this for like 20 years. I don't want to hear that. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Mama. You see the way you just threw that hand up? I done told y'all about that black hand. You see the way you just threw your hand up and you just dismissed what I said? That means you just did that 20 years later, because that's what you've been telling me the last 20 years. What are you talking about? If I'm telling you this on repeat for 20 years, that means there's a pattern of behavior in the women, but everybody will say, I don't want to hear it, what you just did, or that the men are crazy and we're making things up. That was Sunday. She still ain't said shit. She still ain't had no rebuttal. Stop acting like men are fucking crazy, brother. Start thinking you're crazy. Don't allow nobody to have you questioning yourself. You know what you saw. You know what you heard. You know what your boy went through. You watched it. You went through it. Then somehow, some way, you revert back to doing the same shit with the next one. Allowing this to slide a little bit. Allowing that smart ass mouth to slide a little bit. Allowing, ooh, I can't wait to get rid of these kids. A little bit more consistent, a little bit more aggressive over time, and then boom. Like I told y'all with my son's mama. Me and her, we would have gotten the ring and duked it out. I could see that. I could see me snapping, which is why I was cutting that shit off. Me getting out of character. I could see her doing something to me. There's no way in hell you would have convinced me she would have hurt them boys until I read that fucking police report.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Your life matters, bro. Your experience fucking matters. Let me get to these super chats real quick. I think I missed a couple. TJ, I got yours. EJ says, Becky, this is culturally inappropriate. Appreciate the $2 bomb.
These last $2.
Sean, I got yours. Reaper in the building. He says, my apologies, G. I was making fun of Big Boy. Pause.
These last $2.
Oh, let's keep on going. I think I got all super chats. Let's keep on going. BT says, I'm back. Good you're back, brother. Let's keep on scrolling. Evil. I don't even know what to call it, bro. Some people call it demonic spirit, all that. I don't even know what to call it at this point. And I really think mentally that shit has permeated. Because remember, these are adult women who would have came up in the late 90s, early 2000s with us, who've been hearing this shit since childhood as well. Especially the older women. You can do whatever you want. Girls can do whatever boys can do. They can do it better. You can do it however you want. Wherever you can do however, whoever, wherever, whatever you want. And now this shit is coming full circle. For the younger women, the ones in their 20s, they were born into this shit. The girls can do whatever the fuck they want. I just seen a clip earlier where some girl and some boy are arguing in middle school. So of course they got phones and they recording and shit. And the teacher's like, young lady, excuse yourself. So she's walking the little girl out of the classroom. Before that little bitch gets out of the classroom, yeah, I call somebody's daughter a bitch. Before that little bitch gets out of the classroom, she and spits in this boy's face. Not I'm screaming at you and some saliva is coming out my mouth. No, that motherfucker reached back and spit in this boy's face. Because girls can do whatever they fucking want. Now, if he would have hauled off and broke her fucking nose, the internet would be on fire right now. But he restrained himself. And salute to the brother's channel that I saw it on, the bus system. He's I had to describe and bring his channel up another time. But basically, he teaches martial arts. I'll say it like that. But he was asking the parents, how are you raising your sons? Would you applaud him for restraining himself? Would you chastise him if he did react physically? That's the question all of us got to start asking our sons, because guess what? He's still going to get the blame somehow, some way, because we're still in this space that girls and women can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Let me keep on going. Big boy. Big boy says, hold up, Reaper, what I miss. You must, when you left that comment, the Messy talking about, hey boo, you didn't put at Messy Michonne. You didn't put nothing. You just said, hey boo. And I brought your comment up like, wait a minute, bruh tripping. Like I knew who you was talking to, but at first I was like, what the fuck? He said, hey boo, and then left some damn flowers, and then you left the fucking chat. That's what you did. Let me keep on going. Let me see. Do Better Fiend with the $10 bomb. He says, the least I can do for the work you put in. I appreciate you, good brother.
Hotter than fish grease.
Let me see. What I'm going to hit you with. Let me see. You know what? There we go.
People call me the fundraiser. They call me that because that's what I do. I raise funds. I get my money up.
Back on me. I appreciate that. Do better. Let's keep on going. Queen says, I know you motherfucking lying. No, ma'am. She back here. She says, my grandmother would have whooped her ass into another dimension. Brother Malika says, that's degrading and disgusting. Indeed. Yeah, big boy, your ass. Pause, son. Pause. Matter of fact, give me a second real quick. Let me see if I can find this damn clip. I thought I had saved it earlier. Let me move some stuff out the way so I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I thought I really did think thought I had saved it earlier. I guess I didn't. Damn, come on, fam. Y'all bear with me. Instagram is scrolling. We still over there. Also, everybody that came in, we are live over on Rumble. Or we were. I think, okay, yeah, we're still going. We're good. I thought something had glitched. Matter of fact, let me just do this. I'm going to search for it, and then we're going to bring it up. If Instagram will let me damn search. More. Say. I usually don't use Instagram on the app, so I don't know where the damn search button is. Somebody, oh hell no, that ain't what I want. Trying to get my shit demonetized, even though it probably already is. Anyway, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to come back to it another time. Oh no, there we go. Okay, bam, there we go. See if I find this. There we go. All right, hold on, y'all. Bring this up. Thank y'all for staying with me. There we go. So this brother here, the bus system, Bancroft Urban Survival System. He teaches like survival skills for, martial arts, actual real life events in the streets. So this is information up here. I really want to get my son over there, but I can't do that right now until, guess what? I get done with this long ass custody case. It's okay. We're going to get there one day. But this is the clip that I was just talking to y'all about.
Hey, let's go to class, man. Let's go to class, man. What's going on, guys? Doc.
I'm going to run that back because it happened real quick.
Hey, let's go to class, man. Let's go to class, man. What's going on, guys? Doc here. Listen, this video is actually disturbing. So let me ask you as the parents, what do you say to your son if he comes to you and says, hey, I've been spit on at school? Do you applaud him for having restraint in this situation? If he would have responded violence, would you condemn him? Does it change the fact that it's a girl who did it? What would you have your son do after being humiliated like this and being degraded like this? This is absolutely disgusting. But don't worry about it. Comment down below and y'all let me know what you would do. But in the meantime, get ready because August 29th, we're going over this anti-bullying and this bus riding, and we're going to teach you how to have your kids survive in these schools. 2-hour seminar right here at my academy, Union City, Georgia, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Go to www.thebussystem.com and make sure you get registered. Look forward to seeing y'all. Limited spaces available. Hope to see you soon. This is Doc. Train for your reality. Us.
Bring it back on me. What would you tell your son to do? It was a girl. All the questions he asked. Pat him on the back because he restrained himself. How would you respond if he reacted violently? Does it change that it's a girl? Queen of Vibes said that spit looked disgusting too. Probably full of hot Cheetos. Reaper says, I would be pissed if he didn't use violence. Maybe I'm wrong. Reaper says, what do you mean you spit on my son? This is where we're at. That's why I wanted to drive that point home. 2 more videos and we out.
Women's response to the Lindsay Clancy trial is a perfect example of why women were historically precluded from decision-making. When left to their own devices, the majority of women will seek affirmation and confirmation through groupthink among other women. Women overwhelmingly don't see themselves as autonomous individuals with character, but rather as moral agents that must always be the good guy and always be right all the time. So when they identify with Lindsay Clancy, a woman who was confirmed to have murdered brutally her 3 children, who manipulated her husband, who did everything to try and accommodate her, they can't fathom the fact that they're identifying with a woman that evil. So the majority of women, instead of assessing their own biases, will seek out affirmation from a group of women who will use every form of trickery to justify Lindsay Clancy and condemn her husband, all to preserve their own ego as moral agents.
Oh.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
When you start questioning, this can't be real, this can't be how far we are, think about what she just said. Just a simple shift in the, not a simple because it's been over time, but a shift in mentality that they are always the victim and the fucking hero. They can do no wrong. They can't. Even with that little girl that just spit on that boy. Going to the principal's office, they will find a way to blame him. And the fucked up part, if he got a, what we call it, a LTM, salute domestic Michonne, if there is a low testosterone male of a father there, the first thing he gonna tell him is, what you doing arguing with a female in the first fucking place? But niggas will say that type of shit to be masculine and macho. That's why I said we gotta start calling out these little nuances, even in the red pill, even in the black manosphere. Your son was just assaulted, but some sucker ass nigga out there is gonna say, what you doing arguing with a female anyway? I had a similar situation like that in school. I didn't want to hit a girl. She ripped my shirt, hit me all in the face. My mama picked me up. Then I had to deal with her. I had to deal with her fucking mouth. Don't ever let no woman blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm going to pull back up at school. Now I'm extra embarrassed if she pulls up at school. Again, I'm like in 6th grade. That shit, that argument with me started from a place in line. That's where that argument started with me in 6th grade. So I know how that young man feel. And you saw everybody else react. Oh, laughing, clapping in his face. Now, if he would have got pissed and took out one of his anger on the other boys and fucked him up, then that's another problem. The girls all in his face pointing, nigga, that's essentially what these little babies have been raised from. Nigga, that's what you get. Let's keep on going. One more and we out.
Women's power is in the influence and the plausible deniability. A man's power is structural. It can be scrutinized. It has a name on it. You can take it to court because it has a name on it. Women's power is not like this. Men have experienced power and wielded power long enough to pay the cost of abusing it. And they understand the cost of abusing power. It's this corrective period. It's the dark ages, right? Women have not experienced any corrective period for abusing power. There's no lever in the culture that tells women that they have gone too far.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
To include the murder of your own fucking kids. Women have murdered their children just so the father wouldn't get them. We just heard that story. The mother and the grandmother killed the grandbabies and the children just so their dad wouldn't get them. And it wasn't even like a custody thing. I think that shit was just, it was his turn to get them for like the summer or some shit. I might be wrong. But we had women do that as well. Kill their kids because dad won custody. That being said, my son's mom has mental health issues, air quotes. Kofa, why are you fighting for 2 years to get your son? I got to deal with the court. This bitch done broke every other law. You think she done email me or try to get in touch with me somehow? The same way she hit me up on IG? And I told her when I first found out about my son, we'll talk here, meaning the email, so we got a paper trail. She done broke every other goddamn law. You think she done emailed to check on her fucking son? That question was rhetorical. Get the rest of y'all comments. Let me see where we at. Sister Queen says, you think I wouldn't have encouraged him to fight back? F that. Equal lefts, equal rights. Equality, right? Indeed, sis.
3-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in.
Queen Becker, she says, this is why I've always considered homeschooling my future kids. Indeed. Reaper says, that's dumb shit. But I guarantee it's a brother out there that will say that. Pedro on the bill, he said, exposing feminism and it's just a misogynist. I don't know. Mona Go says, blessed for her son, but you picked her. Blessed for the son, but you picked her. Booty? Joking? No. Not just, it wasn't ass. I said it several times. I've known her since college. We've been on again, off again, talked about marriage, moving to Atlanta, doing all the things, off and again, back and forth. Kofa got in his feelings, the same love that black women say, guess what? Support us through that, support us through this, I did all that shit. I was the supportive guy. So it ain't had shit to do with the box. Again, I'm gonna toot my own horn. I ain't never graced the cover of GQ magazine, but I know I'm easy on the eyes. And the boy slang some good dick.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
As many of these thirsty bitches in Atlanta, I could have found some legs to push back. Told y'all before, to ignore the headache, nigga, I'll just give you the damn money. Fuck the date. Just come through, you got the bread, I'm gonna beat you back in. So it was never just about some box with me and my son's mom. But as damn near as soon as she got pregnant, she showed me again she was not gonna change. That shit was the straw that broke the camel's back, and why y'all have growth talk now. So tell my baby mama thank you. That's why y'all have this now. Patient, understanding, loving, kind, good stepdad, all that shit. Good father to her kids, so why wouldn't I be a good father to my own? But I didn't know my baby existed for 2 years. Why? Because women can do whatever the fuck they want. This is what's been placed in their heads, and now they're showing it in their actions, and we still got people fighting back against it. But once again, this is an I told you so moment. Get this last comment. Deb Reaper says, homeschool is the way. I'm considering that shit myself. With that said, I got even more. I could go. I've really been digging down this rabbit hole. We might start seeing some shifts on the channel of the content, because I still don't think social media is enough to really drive this shit home. So it may be a slight shift coming up in the future, but we still gonna keep cooking. Still gonna be teaching men to find a positive fuck it. With that said, we're gonna roll out of here. Well, hold up, wait a minute. Make sure I didn't get any other. Is my phone on? Did it go off? Oh, overheated. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Let me check these cash apps real quick before anybody yell at me. Come on, unlock. All right. No extra cash apps. Let me go to the Rumble. Y'all make sure, again, y'all subscribe to the Rumble. I have to figure out a way to check these at the same time. Pooh Man, salute to you over on Rumble. He says, what up, though? I've been back and forth between this Instagram, so I did forget about my Rumble, but it is up. I'm going to drop this link one more time, I think. Yeah, we still going. So let me come over here. Damn it. Navigating, y'all. Boom. All right, there's the Rumble again. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. Go over there, hit the like button, get me in the algorithm over there. Even if you're not going to watch it, please just go over there and subscribe. I think you need like 50 or 100 people to get monetized or something like that. I really don't know how it all really works, but help me get over there so we can keep on going. And I don't know why this says no live chat yet, but tripping. Anyway, it got to catch up with itself. But got 3 watching over there. Appreciate everybody that is watching on Rumble. We will be doing this simultaneously from now on because the way the manosphere is going, the black manosphere, we're going to have to do some recalibrations because a lot of us are getting shadow banned. I know it was a conversation before for a lot of brothers, but it's really happening now. So we got to form Voltron, figure some things out, and move on smartly from there. Bring y'all comments back up so we can get, let me say, that's not sending us the Rumble account. Damn. Thank you, Reaper. Let me get, oh, that sent you to the other thing. Dude. I don't want to do that. I have made $2. Yay. On Rumble. Y'all give me a second. Let me go to the, damn, I'm trying to get to my fucking page. There we go. All right. Bam. I'm going to keep this simple. I think I sent you the studio link. That's my bad. Appreciate that, Reaper. There goes the Rumble account. Rumble.com/user/Growth.Talk. So slide over there. Just hit the like and the follow and the subscribe button just to help me get my numbers up. Again, next time we're live, we'll be doing this again. So just let Rumble roll so I can get them watch hours over there as well. I appreciate everybody checking in. We're going to go ahead and roll up out of here. I will be circling back to not just Lindsay Clancy, but some of these other cases as well that may be where we have to go with the channel because some of y'all still don't believe that women are doing this shit in real fucking life and not just to the children. We even went down the treasure trove of women who have off their boyfriends, then lied about it, saying the guy was abusive. But we're not going to do that tonight. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Not sure when I'll be back. I'm going to try to get back this week. Again, I appreciate everybody being in here. I've been your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. And this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I'm going to leave you like I always do. I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. Good night, everybody.